One of the conversations happening in Mississippi right now is that for many black elders there, this feels like a relic of what they were hoping was a bygone era, something from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s in the South that shouldn't be happening today. But what happened that night in January of 2023 is that these 5 former deputies and 1 police officer entered this home, no warrant, no evidence that anything was happening there. And they proceeded to torture these men for hours using food, at one point a sex toy, and threatening an execution. And that's how one of the men, Michael Jenkins, ended up being shot in the mouth by one of the officers, who's the officer who has been sentenced to 20 years. So
but you know, their parents was probably like this. They probably raised them up to be just like this. So they just doing what their parents taught them, you know, because that's Mississippi, that's the South. That's where all this little racism shit really comes from. So, I mean, this is kind of dirty just to see this, even to hear this. It's not cool.
This is heinous, doesn't even really describe how awful all of this is. And on top of all of what I just described, they then tried to plant evidence